Good morning, Rokani Media Football. Hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. And here we come in peace to obviously bring you the latest about Isak and Florian Wirtz redemption. Remember, these two were in action yesterday as Liverpool went ahead to beat West Ham by 2-0. That game transpired at the stadium known as the London Stadium, one of the best stadiums in UK that capacitates close to 70,000 people in there. For Liverpool came to this game of football after losing games, and pressure was really piling up on their manager known as Onslaught. As the pressure was really amounting on his players, even it was protracted to his players that are not really performing very well, especially two of those that were big money signings in the summer, that is Florian Wirtz and Isak, and then Mohamed Salah also, who is not really performing very well in there for you. Why is he in the equation? He has been Liverpool's best player for the last 6-7 seasons in there in the Premier League. So we come here to obviously explain to you the Isak redemption in there for you, that you guys will obviously understand and really get to know that things change and things are not always a constant in there for you. So smash the like button, comment and share. For all you watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on the stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name in there for you. Isak yesterday was on target, and he opened up the score at the at the hour mark, and he obviously went ahead to score in the 60th minute. Then Cody Gakpo went ahead to make it 2 in the 90th plus second minute in there for you at the London Stadium in there for you. He really put up a very huge show, and he obviously went ahead to silence all his haters in there for you. Remember, very many people had come out and obviously put in a very huge shift of blame to Isak, one of those that I believe is a proven striker. For everyone who was criticizing this guy and Florian Wirtz, I was like, what you're talking about is really very wrong and erroneous, because every player needs 2 seasons to prove himself. And I'll never come out and say a player is a flop in his first season. Never will a person of a caliber of me come out and say that. I'll always come out and say they need more time. 2 seasons in, you don't hit the ground running, I come out and say things have gone ahead to fail. It's okay to try out your career elsewhere. But these players have not even played half a season. And you see to it that when they played the 13th game of the season, you saw to it that lots of things went ahead to change. And that's why you saw to it that Isak was on target when he played in the 13th fixture for the side of Liverpool in there for you. And that is really what football fans need to know. Now, with all the criticism, he had to face the media, and this is what he had to say. I'm talking about Isak. It's a difficult moment, and we have to work hard always. One win doesn't mean we are back. We must keep working hard and improve and improve. We know that. So he's like, Liverpool winning just 1 game after losing many is not enough, because they now have I think they have 21 points, tied with Manchester United in there, and they're 9 points off Arsenal. That is the side of Liverpool. So all what Isak is like, they need to work hard, and he's calling in for consistency, that they should obviously go on and really win very many games that are really going to be following up in there for you. Now, when you look at Liverpool, in the Premier League, let's see what are their next fixtures. On Wednesday, they are playing Sunderland. I'm talking about Liverpool. Then on Saturday, they are playing away at Leeds. That is Liverpool for you. Then 13th December, they'll host Brighton. 20th December, they'll play away at Tottenham Hotspur. Then 27th December, they'll play at Anfield. They'll host Wolverhampton Wanderers. And 1st January, they'll obviously host Leeds. So that means they're left with 4, 5, So Liverpool is left with 5 games, to end the year. And they're having Sunderland, Leeds, Brighton, Tottenham, and Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, in those 5 games, I think if Liverpool players really pull up their stockings and obviously report on duty, they can win all those points. And I think the best way for them to really get back themselves into the title race. I'm not one of those who say they're not in the title race, but I tell you Arsenal are my favorites, because all I know, from February, that's when we'll get to know who is exactly suiting this battle to win the Premier League. So I think they can do the needful, especially if at all Alexander Isak starts to score. Liverpool is not obviously going to hate to score goals in there for you. So all in all, I want to let you know that Isak spoke out loud after scoring that goal. He added and said, "I'm aware that it has been a long time coming and I have been trying to get back to my best form. I'm still on my way, but I'm happy to get that goal. We have to use this win in a good way, but also be humble." That's what Isak has gone ahead to say. So, obviously, if you doubt that Isak will score goals at Liverpool, then football is not meant for you. You are in a different vicinity altogether. You just need to obviously have total belief in yourself that this lad will obviously make it. If there is a player that I believe will obviously make it, it's none other than Alexander Isak. For Florian Wirtz, I can doubt a little bit, but for Isak, it's just a moment of time. He never had a preseason with the club of Liverpool, and all what he needed was simple. Play more games, get into the chemistry of the team. After understanding the chemistry of the team, obviously, he will obviously hit the ground running. That's a given. I tell you, it's a given 100%. Don't come out and really doubt Isak. He's going to destroy teams and tear them apart. And for him, if he managed to score 20 goals plus at Newcastle, a team that doesn't create as Liverpool creates, why do you doubt him? Because he can even score 30 goals in the remaining games, as he'll get games to score hat-tricks, braces, quadruples in there for you. So, for me, Isak, it's just a matter of time. And this spark coming in at the right time, but I think Liverpool have to come out and obviously sign what we call defenders in there to avoid conceding very many goals. And I think after a long time, Liverpool went ahead to keep a clean sheet. They went ahead to keep a clean sheet in there for you. Now, that is Isak for you. Florian Wirtz yesterday played his best game for Liverpool ever since he came in through. All of the games he has been playing have been a joke, have been abysmal performances in there. But yesterday, Dave Cobb tells us that Florian Wirtz completed 95% of his passes yesterday. It felt like a turning point of Wirtz. We could always see flashes of brilliancy, but today it was consistent throughout the game. Florian Wirtz had a 95% accuracy in that game. Now, Yami Karaga, who criticized him for starters, came out and said Florian Wirtz's performance against West Ham was his best Liverpool performance by far. So, this is what I tell you. You don't judge a player on 10, 6, 7 games when they've just gone ahead to sign him, Because look at Salah. He has been at the pinnacle of the Premier League performances, pinnacle of Premier League performers, for the last 7 seasons. But look at how this season is going in for him. It's really going on badly for him. And I tell you what, it's not rocket science, that a player really drops off. Now, if Mohamed Salah, who has been the king of the Premier League for the very many years, is doing that, putting up such performances that are really inconsistent, what of Florian Wirtz? And people are really going at him, and I'm like, oh my God, they are doing the wrong thing to obviously come at this guy. Then Roy Keane had the same thoughts like the ones that you're really running in my mind. And he said, reminder that Roy Keane said this about Florian Wirtz back in September. Roy Keane said, I think the physicality can catch players out, but I think he's got enough quality to be a hit. Obviously, Florian Wirtz, as I said, on the side of Alexander Isak, it's just a matter of time. That is it. It's just a matter of time for him to hit the ground running. And it starts with those consistency performances, having a 95% passing accuracy, and looking like a live wire in those performances. That's how things really start and commence. Now later, I tell you, it will obviously come to pass and you people will forget. And where will you people hide when this guy puts in these performances day in, day out? Because you've criticized him enough, and I tell you, it's high time for you to eat your words, So that is it for Florian Wirtz in there for you. But for a man known as Mohamed Salah. For Salah, it's really not going on well. And Ancelotti has gone ahead and obviously come out to defend him after yesterday's game. And in my fantasy, I feel like throwing him out and getting in an Erling Haaland because they're almost in the same bracket. And when you look at his stats, you know, in the Premier League this season, Salah has played 12 games. 12 games, 4 goals, 4 goals and 2 assists. That is Mohamed Salah for you. And by his standards, I think he's really off compared to Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland is already in 10 goals plus and I think 2 assists in there. So, will he catch out on him? We all know to it that the top scorers obviously score most of their goals during the second half of the season. And I think Salah should use the African Cup of Nations as a springboard to obviously come back to the Premier League and obviously hit the ground running. I think he needs some rest of the Premier League, you know, and he needs Liverpool to obviously start doing its stuff without him. Then by the time he returns from the Africa Cup of Nations, all will be well in there for you. Now, what has Ancelotti, the manager of Liverpool, gone ahead to say? 4 games in 10 days with only 14 to 15 outfield players available for us. You make decisions. Mo Salah has been so important for this club and will be important for the club in the future, no doubts. Obviously, this came in through when the manager spoke out loud as to why he never went ahead to obviously start Mohamed Salah. And obviously, when you look at the bench, he never even got him off the bench. So, because of his deteriorating form, the manager was like, I think to save you, the only way to save you is to bench you. And each and every time you bench a player of the caliber of Mohamed Salah and you win, no one is obviously going to come at you. You understand? You get? No one is obviously going to come at you, especially if you win but lose. They'll be like, how come you benched Salah? So I think this is the best decision that the manager has obviously gone ahead to make. And Salah will be seated outside there asking himself, all having thoughts racing in his mind on why he has been dropped and not even given a minute in that game. And if I'm this manager, again, when they're playing Sunderland in the midweek, I don't start Mohamed Salah. You know, I go ahead and obviously bench him and start a Cody Gakpo in there. I keep the same starting 11, you know. Wirtz off the left, as I told you that. If at all you want to see Wirtz thriving in the Premier League, get him out of the center and play him either out wide right, out wide left in there. And now, when he obviously gets or hits the ground running, then you can obviously try him through the central axis of the pitch. So that is it for Mohamed Salah. He was benched yesterday. He never played a single minute when Liverpool was beating West Ham by 2-0. I think that will spark off something special from Mohamed Salah if he starts in the game of Sunderland or he comes off the bench in there for you. Premier League returns this week, and tomorrow there are games of football, and Wednesday there are games of football. Manchester United is playing on a Thursday. Your reactions to all this are welcome in the comment section below. Alexandra Isak and Wirz's redemption or Liverpool redemption, what do you make about it? And your thoughts about a player known as Mohamed Salah benched by the manager Ancelotti. Will there be unrest in the dressing room of Liverpool because of Salah's benching? All that and more into the comment section below. Rokani David is my name. We out for now. Bye-bye.